Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Where am I? Well, this should give you a hint. L.A. Los Angeles. L.A. Los Angeles. And right underneath there is water. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's TheDailyWoo. And we have a little musical history for you today. 1970s musical history and album cover. A fantastic album cover by an iconic band with and more or on par with the band itself. A iconic lead singer by the name of Jim Morrison. When I was in Florida, I actually visited the birthplace of Jim Morrison. You can look up that vlog, which I did hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days ago here on this channel, The Daily Woo, which is an unedited vlog I do every single day. I am way past 1,000 days in a row without missing a day. Please subscribe, it's absolutely free. But now to the point of this vlog. Rock and roll history. A Los Angeles, California location was the spot of the 1970s album cover Morrison Hotel by The Doors, which a lot of people consider to be the most important and favorite album by The Doors, even though it did not actually contain any major hits. A lot of people consider that to be their personal favorite, their heartfelt favorite, if you will, by The Doors. And that iconic photo of the band inside the window at the Morrison Hotel, which became the title of the album, was actually shot right here. Does that look familiar to you? There is the window right there. There is the window. And as you can tell, that door right there is the actual door to the former Morrison Hotel. Now, the album cover itself focused specifically on that window, but there are a lot of shots you can Google online. I encourage you to do some research and look up Morrison Hotel, The Doors. You will see some shots that were taken by the photographer that were not used as the album cover, that are actually a little far back away from the window itself, so you can actually tell and you can actually see what it looks like today to what it looked like in the 1970s. Now, the album was actually a compilation, not really a compilation, but a recording process from the mid-60s until 1969. Then they put the album out in 1970. So I have a curious question for you guys who want to do some Columbo-like research. What year was the photo actually taken that was used on the 1970s album cover? So leave some comments down below if you know that little fact and figure. So we are going to walk up to this iconic spot. I am standing directly in the middle of the road. I should get out of the road. This iconic spot of rock and roll history, the Morrison Hotel. And look at these little pigeons up here. I wonder what those pigeons' names are. Is one of them Jim? Is your name, whoa, is your name Jim, named after the iconic singer of The Doors? One thing that's very fascinating to me is you see this little awning area right up here. Now match up the pictures that you found online of this location, and you will notice that it still looks the same. That little awning, rectangle, like circular rectangle, whatever that little awning right there, still looks completely the same, as well as this circle. See this circle I'm pointing at right here? That circle above the awning looks exactly the same as well. Now right here is where the photo actually was. All the band members were right there, right behind this piece of glass, which over the years has been broken into and destroyed. And it's very interesting too, when you look at the photo, you will notice some like grates that used to be on the ground. You can see the grates have actually been covered over, concreted over, but you can see the little square where the grates used to actually sit at one time. And speaking of sitting, Jim Morrison and the rest of the Doors were right there. And there's another shot also. Oh, by the way, also, there was a sign here, the Morrison Hotel sign, was right here, and there was another Morrison's Hotel sign right here, and it actually had the address, the specific address right there, as well as another photo that was from this angle, where they were actually sitting inside those doors against the wall. And you can see that all this, the way it is decorated and carved out, looks exactly the same. So there's another shot that was used that was not the album cover, that was taken by that same photographer, where they were sitting in here against this wall. And the way the story goes, it's very interesting. They were looking for a place to take pictures for the album cover, and the photographer that was with them went inside here, talked to the person who was working at the front desk and said, "We would like to take some photos of the doors at the Morrison Hotel," because that is kind of ironic, the fact that the lead singer's last name was Morrison. So they thought it would be very clever to get some pictures inside of here. Well, the person at the desk said, "You do not have permission to take these photos without the manager, who is not here, his permission," the person who owned the building. So the photographer waited till that desk clerk went inside the elevator, and as soon as he went in the elevator, the band scurried over, got behind the window, underneath where it said Morrison Hotel. The photographer stood exactly where we are standing right now, took a couple of quick photos without permission. That's right, without permission. And that became the iconic album cover from the Doors, the 1970 classic Morrison Hotel. And it happened right here. Also, there's an alley right over here. You'll notice on the far away shots, if you can find that picture online, there's an alley right over there, as well as these windows all still look the same. There's a big window, small window, another big window. And another interesting thing is this street lamp, how it has these old school dueling street lamps up top. And that still is exactly the same as it was in 1970. So very cool. This is an awesome spot. I wanted to show you guys a piece of rock and roll history. The Morrison Hotel, directly behind us. That is the iconic window, and that is the iconic door and the iconic awning. I need to get out of the road before I get mowed down and become an iconic piece of roadkill. Yes, we do not want that to happen. Thanks for joining me today on this, The Daily Woo. This fantastic place, a piece of album history. Very interesting. This is actually very super exciting. Dig up that old vlog I did from the birthplace of Jim Morrison. I actually did a long vlog from the hospital he was born in, which is actually now an office building, and the home that he actually resided at as a small baby and a small child in Florida. So look that up. Leave some comments down below, as well as what day was that Daily Woo. If you know what Daily Woo that was, leave the number of the Daily Woo and leave some comments down below. All right, that's about it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow, but only if you subscribe. Please check out AdamTheWoo.Spreadshirt.com. Get yourself an Adam the Woo shirt shipped anywhere in the world, any size, any color, any shape, any size. All right, awesome. Love you guys. See ya.